Hey, this is WhyBeAre with the long-awaited game room tour video I promised a long time ago. I keep delaying it because I'm always like, I should do this before I record it. I should do that before I record it. I want it to look nice before I record it. But it's getting to the point where I just keep procrastinating so much. I'm just like, I should just record it on the way it looks on an everyday, normal, daily basis type of thing. And before we get into this, yes, even though I work 2 jobs, it's still not enough to move out of my parents' house. This is a single bedroom. That's where it's all at. That's where everything's done at. Because, well, being poor sucks. Someday I'll move out, but you know, I don't make enough money for that yet, so I'm still living here, you know, trying my best to get out of here, but yeah. Anyways, we're gonna start in this corner and work our way across, just kind of look at everything that's here. Starting at the very bottom of this bookshelf curl cabinet thing, we got 2 record players in here. One's a fancy looking TAC, which is kind of nice just because it looks so nice and it has the ability to make records into digital audio if you ever wanted to do that. And then we also have an older Sony record player, which doesn't sound much different from it, even though they look so different. Like, that looks like a pretty cheap one. That one looks super fancy. They sound about the same. So, you know, the TX sounds ever so slightly better, so I just use that one mostly. So Sony's not being stored in like an ideal way, probably. Like, I think you're supposed to store record players not like that, but I never use it, so don't care too much. We also got a couple records right there, maybe about a dozen or so. So that's there. Not really gaming related, but it's there. Moving up is getting closer to gaming related. This is the server I have. I say it's a server because, well, I use it as a server. It is my old gaming computer, basically, with put together as a server. So just a quick list of its specs. It's a NZXT Source 210 case with ASRock Z87 Extreme 6 motherboard. Has an Intel i5 4670K with a stock cooler right there. 8 gigs of RAM with super low profile RAM. That looks crazy, doesn't it? You can barely see it. We got an SSD for the boot drive. About a dozen hard drives throughout. I'll explain how they're mounted in a minute. And we have a PC power cooling silencer MK2 750 watt power supply. Yeah, that's the specs of it. I think that's everything. We have some. These are actually mounted in Sans Digital HDD racks, which are actually made to hold the hard drives. They have fans that are attached to some NZXT mesh something or other that controls the fans. You can kind of see it up there. Not really. It's up there. But anyways, this is a little bit of a mess. What happened was this case can store 7 hard drives more than is already in it. And over here I have 10 hard drives. So they wouldn't all fit in there even if I wanted to. So my idea was, okay, I'll put them in here. That way if any of them fails, it's a lot easier to replace it because all you have to do is pull them out. Because that's like a quick rack thing where you can pull them out without unscrewing anything. These ones you have to screw them in. Now the problem is I didn't think about is if I want to add a hard drive, I have to take everything out and screw it into there. And really, hard drives are added more than they fail and need to be replaced. So yeah, that was a dumb idea. So next time I end up taking it out, I'm gonna move most of the hard drives into the actual case itself and have less on the outside. But they're just like that because it's the cheapest way to fit a lot of hard drives in a location like this. It's the best thing I could find for the price, and it works. You know, it's like I got my hard drives there. They don't have a lot of vibrations to them, so they're not failing or nothing. So it works, you know, that's what's important is it works. Going up, we have a bunch of computer part boxes. Now, one of my side businesses, and I mention it somewhat often, is that I try to do like computer work, you know, I repair computers, build computers, all that kind of stuff, and I end up having a lot of extra parts, you know. So what happens is I keep the nicer boxes and then I put, you know, relevant parts into the box. Like this is not a Z97 GD65 gaming motherboard. It's just a generic motherboard, but I put it in this box. This is a nice box. This one is not an EVGA power supply. It's just a generic power supply, but it's in the box. You know, and on and on and on. Some things they don't make sense with like what box they're in, so I'll label them like these ones. It just has a bunch of fans in it, so I put fans instead of the words, you know, H220 compact drive cooler. Even that one I kind of can remember. It's like cooling for a computer. But this one, it's like, it says USB video recorder, and I'm like, that's not, it's HDD mounts, so I put that. But that's what that is. I have some of them where it's like, here's a box of screws. It's a bunch of different type of computer screws as well as some other things, each in their own little bag depending on what kind of type they are. So they're all organized. So if I ever need a certain screw, I can get it in like a couple seconds. You know, I'll just have like a couple more things up here. You know, another motherboard, Scarlett 2i2 interface, which has some old earbuds and stuff that I don't use anymore. Old processor boxes which I don't have anything in. I just keep them here, and if I ever need to fill anything because they fit nicely. We got a tub of just miscellaneous stuff. And we going up, we can see some game console stuff. Now we're getting gaming, right? We got a Wii U box and a PS3 box. These are just the boxes. I keep the boxes around. just because I want to. We also got a couple of boxes here for some total JDM yo stuff. It's a 3DS LL circle pad and a charging sit thing. We'll look at 3DS later, but those are both straight from Japan type things, so they're all in Japanese, which is funny. And then we got this. This is a stereo tape deck receiver thing. It works with the record player down there, the Sony one. They came together, I think, at one time. I don't know. I ended up buying both of them though. And as you can see, you always want your bass turned up and your treble at medium and your balance at middle. There we go. But that's that. And then we got some games. These are the only PS3 games I have. It's basically football, Gran Turismo, Grand Theft Auto, and some JDMs. JDM again, man. JDM, yo! I say that because I have a lot of Japanese stuff. So let me pull out those two games that are Japanese, explain those real quick, because those are kind of interesting, you know? It's like, why you got two games that are Japanese? Can you speak Japanese? No. Can you read Japanese? No. Why do you have these games then? Because I have a connection to both of these games from like years ago. Initial D, the Extreme Stage. I played the Initial D arcade games so much when I was a kid. It's crazy how much I played them. And I wanted Initial D, and I'm like, the only way to get it is to import it from Japan. So I'm like, fine, I'll import it from Japan so I can play my Initial D. And now I can play Initial D. It's basically the same game as one of the arcade versions, but made for the PS3. I really don't know why they didn't bring it to the US. This one is Langan Midnight. It's also based off of a manga thing, like just like Initial D was. But this one is, it's kind of like Tokyo Extreme Racer style racing, but it has, you know, influences from that series, you know. But I bought this one just because I played Tokyo Extreme Racer for a long time. I like that game. It's a fun game series. It's made by Genki, who also made those ones, so it's, you know, real similar, but it has some storyline which I can't read or understand whatsoever. Like I said, then we got some football and Gran Turismo 5, Gran Turismo 6, both of the best racing games out there for the PlayStation 3. In football, this is actually Madden 25. I bought it at GameStop, and then they gave me 25 in the case, and I don't know if it's because the guy liked me there, because I knew that guy for years, and actually won Gran Turismo 4 by being the fastest in a race. And he worked there at that time, and, you know, I don't know if he liked me and gave me Madden 25 just by being polite when I bought this one, but I bought it for like $10. When Madden 25 would be a lot newer, but I got the newer Madden in there, which is nice. Then we got the double wide games. I have them here because they don't fit my normal things. They're just, you know, the games are 4 discs or whatever. Shenmue, Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy. The reason I have 2 of them is one of those is like the rarish misprint edition, while the other one's just a normal greatest hits one. Let's see what else we got. We got Monster Hunter 3, which is literally the only 3DS game I own. I'm gonna get Super Smash soon, but not yet. No, it's not out yet. Got a couple of books. Not too interesting there. I guess that is this bookshelf curl cabinet. We can move on to over here. Oh, so first off, you know, there's a server, right? It has 2 plugs into it. One's a power plug, and the other one is an Ethernet cable that goes into my router. This is a secondary router. It's oh no, my flash is overheating. Let me pause the video and then come back so you can see things, because you see it's kind of dark and hard to see things. So I'm gonna just take a pause and let the camera flash cool down, then we'll be back, okay? Sorry about that. Right, I let my flash recharge or whatever, cool down, and now we can continue on. So like I said, that is plugged into this router right here, and it is a gigabit router plugged into another router in the garage through Cat5 cables that go through the walls of the house. So, you know, it's plugged in right here, all fancy. It gives me a nice place to plug things in. So it's like this one on the far is like going to the router, this one goes to computer 1, this one goes to computer 2, and I have the ability to add another computer there as well if I wanted to. And now let's talk about the main computer that I use for things. This is it right there. I'm the kind of person who like hides it away, and you know, I'm not gonna throw it on display like, look at my computer, look at my LEDs. I'm just like, let's just build it and put it out the way so I don't have to worry about it. So right there, it is a Cooler Master HAF XB Evo case. It is a kind of unusual shaped case. You see, it's like a cube shape, kind of like a cube. The specs for this one are well, actually we can kind of look up here for the specs. It's a little bit easier. So the motherboard is a Z97 GD65. Power supply is the EVGA Supernova G2, 750 watts I think, which is just a rebranded Superflower Elite X, and that's like the top of the line power supply, as fancy as they get, you know. Next is a Sapphire Tri-X 290X, which I bought right before the GTX 980 came out, and then the GTX 980, and that makes all the prices go down. I was like, oh man, I wasted like $100. That pisses me off, but what you gonna do? This processor is an Intel i7 4790K. I have it right now clocked to just 4.4 gigahertz. Seems stable there, and I don't have a lot of voltage on it, and I don't seem to need any more power right now, so it's good. Got the Scarlett 2i2, which we'll talk about later. It's cooled by a SwiftTech H220 liquid cooling system. It's good because it's like you can expand that to liquid cool everything, and has 16 gigs of RAM. And I think that's everything about that computer really on the inside, right? That's oh, it has a Samsung Evo like 250 gig SSD. No hard drives in that one. All the hard drives are in there. So that one doesn't store anything really except for games that I'm playing and stuff. So that's that. And let's go ahead and move on to like some of the peripherals, because when your computer's down there, it's kind of hard to plug things in, right? So, you know, well, to fix that, what I have is I have a USB hub right here. It's just some USB hub. I don't know who makes it actually off the top of my head. I think it was, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, it's powered though, so it plugs into the wall, so it has power to power all of those things all at once, no problem. And I just plug things into here because it's more convenient. I also have this, which is just a little Logitech thing that came with a mouse, and I use it to, like, if I ever need to like plug a camera in, like I'll have it but like some things, you know, they have a flip out USB port and it's like it hangs and stuff. I don't like that, so I plug into this and set it on the table because it feels safer. And that's my USB ports. They're all nice and easy to access. You know, a couple, like I got mouse receiver, Bluetooth, Fitbit charger, a mouse charger, and then this thing. This is unusual, isn't it? It is a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. So this is an audio interface that allows me to plug XLR cables into it, and then it goes to my computer. XLR cables are audio cables that I mostly use like for fancy music stuff. As you see right there, it's an unusual looking cable. It's a 3-prong thing right there. And this is just a box that allows me to connect that to my computer. I used to have something else, but it was a pile of crap. This one's been solid. It's built like a brick. It is heavy. But yeah, it's good to go. All the stuff here, by the way, is attached and removable. So you could be like, I don't want this here right now, so you could pull it off. It's attached, man. It is attached hard. That's one good thing though. Like anything here that is attached with what's called dual lock. It's like Velcro on steroids. Ugh. It's when you put something on though, it stays. It's like you have to pull it off to get it off and stuff. Unfortunately, I can't really line this up with one hand, so I'm just gonna let it hang right there. But that's the Scarlett 2i2, and it plugs in to this. Well, actually, let's go the other way around. It makes a little more sense to go this way. First off, let's look at the microphone. The microphone is a Shure WH-20 XLR. It's a nice microphone for only picking up your voice. So what you need to do is you need to attach it real close to your mouth. So again, it's using dual lock tape on it. You have it right there. And what I do is I have my headset right here, and I just stick it on like this, and then it stays on, and you record. And when you're done, you just take it off, and I put it back here, and that's what it looks like when it's all like I'm not recording or anything. It's just kind of put away. So put it back on now. So that's the microphone itself, which plugs into this thing, which is a Rolls MS111 mic switch. And what it does is it's a switch that you click it when you want the mic on, you click it when you want it off. That's simple. I use it like if I'm coughing or I need to sneeze or anything like that. I just click the button so I don't have to worry about trying to edit it out. Makes things a little bit easier for things, you know. Makes a nice, real good click noise when you click it too. It's like a real click, you know. That's what I use it for. And then I have just another XLR cable that goes from that into that. And let's put this back. And this is a seismic audio cable, if it matters. I just bought it because it was on Amazon and it's cheap. But I think that's the brand at least. I like having all these knobs though. You feel so high tech. You're like whoop 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 whoop. Knob 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 knob. Rotate the knobs, and now I'm gonna fix everything later. The way it works, if it was actually on, the computer's on sleep, but when you're talking, you have a light here, and if it's green, your voice is a good level. It gets red if you're talking too loud though, so you know when you're talking too loud. It also feeds into your headphones too, so you can hear yourself. So if you're like peaking or if you just sound weird or anything, you'll hear it and you'll know. Headphones are just Sennheiser HD 280 Pros. Focus. There we go. 280 Pros. Nothing too fancy, but they get the job done. I got them at Best Buy. It was like I had a different pair of headsets I got as a gift, and I had a warranty on it, and then I broke them, or they just broke over time actually more so. And they said, we don't stock them anymore, so pick whatever you want and pay the difference. And I ended up getting those because that was the nicest thing they had there. So yeah, there's the desk I have. It's just some IKEA stuff. Oh, this desk, the side tables, I have two of these actually. They are lac tables, and I was planning eventually to do a lac rack, but you know, server chassis are expensive. So instead of having a server chassis actually built under it like a lac rack would, I have it over there, you know, over there. So yeah, you know, whatever. But that's that. Whoops, sorry about that. And I got the monitors. So those are Asus IPS 1080p 27 inches. I don't know the model number. But they only use HDMI, which can be a pain in the butt sometimes. But then I got certain like old style cables that everything works better if you have the right cable, basically. If you have the wrong cable, every time you turn it off, the computer flips out, and then it's like a jigsaw puzzle trying to make it go all on at the same time. It's a pain. Up there we have an Element TV. That is like a Walmart brand or something TV, but it's not that good. You know, like the color quality's it's only 720p, but that thing's built like a brick. I've had that thing for years. It's been through everything, and it just works. You know, that's what I like about it. It just works. So I don't have a reason to replace it, even though it doesn't look, you know, as nice as these other ones, but even though they're smaller. I also got like a thermometer there that tells me how hot it is. Drank stuff to make drinks, you know, because I'm thirsty and I don't like water. You know, I need a flavor to it. That's just an easy way to do it. So then we're gonna go over here, and I'm gonna just take a quick second, and then we're gonna go ahead and look at this side. So we're going to do the same thing we did on the right side. We're going to start at the bottom and work our way up. So down here we have a scanner that I mostly used when I was in school. I scanned all my textbooks, so I have them in digital, which is just real nice. It's just a basic scanner there. Then we got another LAC table, which I could build a server under, like I said, but I don't do. Then we got this thing, which is a desk organizer. It's like pens, lots of pens. I'm really weird about my pens. Like this is my pencil that I use for most things. It's a fancy thing. It only has 0.3 lead though, and it's like my favorite pencil. It's this rotating thing. It's like as fancy as pencils get, you know. Also for pens, I'm weird about those too. I only use I try to mostly use pressurized pens so that they will always come out when the ink is needed. So when they stop writing, that means they're actually out of ink. They don't just stop writing for no reason to piss you off. The only one I have that's not like that is I have a lot of other pencils too of just different widths, but the only one I have that's not like that is this one. Oh jeez, this is a Staedtler something or other drafting pen, but it's like 0.18 size, so it's like ridiculously fine when you try to write with it. Focus. Wait, I won't focus. Hold on, let me sit down and focus. There we go. You can see it's really fine. Like that is super small. Let me show you next to a normal pen. Here's a normal pen. Why am I talking about pens on a game room tour? I don't know. You see, it's a super fine pen, because I like my pens. You know, anything I own, it's like I want to know about them and have fancy versions of, basically. I don't know why. But there's the, desk organizer. We got a Leatherman for grabbing things with pliers, cutting things, etc., etc. Just stuff. Got a calculator from school. Don't need it no more. We got my 3DS. I talked about that a while ago. I got like a little charging pad too, so you just set it on there and it charges. I got a case. It's the Monster Hunter 4 case from Japan as well, I think. So yeah, it really is my only game I own. I mean it. Look in here. What game is this? God, I keep having to sit down because I only have one hand. There we go. What game is that? Focus! Monster Hunter 3. I wish I could have a voice command, just yell focus. Instead I actually have to hit the button, do it as I say it. But that's the 3DS. I got a Nook, which I don't use anymore. I use it for textbooks. I put them all on that. Tablet, which I use sometimes when I don't feel like using my phone for things, but mostly I use the phone now because the phone's new and fancy. Here's a cable that's somehow not where it should go, so I'm going to put that away real quick. Continuing on, we got a PS3 right there. That one is actually hooked up and ready to go. In there, I believe we have Initial D still. Yep, Initial D, all Japanese and stuff. Japanese game and US PlayStation. Thank you, Sony, for no region locking. It makes things so nice, so easy. We got some rechargeable batteries, just some charging things for like my phone, tablets, all that stuff. DS, trash can. We got all my kind of cables I have for miscellaneous things. Like, I just got them all organized. Like this one's power cables. If you can read it, there we go. You got game console cables, and it's computer data cables, computer miscellaneous. They're all organized up. Xbox 360. Just sitting here, it's the old fat one. PS2. All the cables for every console I'm going to show you are all right here as well. Just each and every cable is there. So it's like the SNES cable set is there. Dreamcast cable set is there. Sega Genesis is there. Sega CD is there. NES is there. Xbox One is there. GameCube is not there. I'm actually missing my GameCube cables. And PlayStation 1 is there. We got a bunch of disc games here. That's why unfortunately, most of these are in a case like that because the original cases are gone. I don't really know. When I was younger, I just didn't care about the cases, and I would throw them in there, and it's like, I wish I kept the cases now, but oh well. So I got a bunch of games there. Got all the controllers you would ever need for any system. Most are like You know, for the GameCube, I have 4 controllers. For the Xbox, I have 3. Dreamcast, I have like 6. NES, I have 4, so I need to get one of those multiplayer things. PlayStation, I have 4, and I have a multiplayer thing. You know, so I have lots of those. We got cable sorting things up here. There are 2 kinds of the Velcro kind. I am just stacked up like this, but these are the Velcro kind where they have a hole in it. You put the cable through there. Let me try to focus. There you go, you can kind of see. Then you can put the cables through it like that. I like being able to focus on whatever I want. Like, focus on this, focus on that. Then we also got, focus on that. Those are reusable zip ties. You know, just stuff to organize things. We got some extra keyboards and stuff, which, again, are mostly used just kind of like for business things and stuff. Whoops. Not focusing. Focus! There we go. Couple of games in their boxes up there as well. That's that side of the room, though. That's what there is. You know, the cables for the modders and stuff were kind of organized a bit. You see there's a box to plug it all into. One thing I didn't mention is this. This is a remote I have, and it does things like you want the fan on, fans off. Want it darker in here, turn that bowling poster off. Turns the monitors of the computer on and off. I have 2 other things I could plug it into, but I don't know what to use it for. Let's go and turn that light back on just because it makes things a little bit easier to see. You got clothes, because it's a bedroom after all. But over here we have a whiteboard, which is like, hey, what do I need to do? So it's like, oh, what do we need to do? We need to make a tour video. We need to steamroll the big rig. We need to crush the big rig more. We need to attack cars with a helicopter. That's like the plans, you know, just have some plans for the day, you know. Bed. So the way I do play things though is I sit on my futon bed thing. Have my legs up like this, have my keyboard right here, and it sits there and it's stable. Mouse right here, and it's comfortable. Man, it's comfortable to play like this, I'll tell you that much. It is nice. It's like every time I hear people saying consoles are better because you can play sitting down on a couch, I'm like, dude, what do you think I'm doing right now? And then we have another bed. WhyBeAre, why you got 2 beds? Well, it's my old mattress, and I leave it here because my dog likes to sleep with me sometimes. And he needs a place to sleep, so I give him a nice little bed. He gets to sleep there, and when if I'm ever lifting weights and stuff, I do it above this so I don't drop him on the floor and dent the floor or something. So it's all there like that. Got a couple of cracked bowling balls over there, a blanket, just random crap over there. Yeah, that is the game room tour, though. It's not that impressive because it's a bedroom after all, really. But I treat it like a game room, really. That's all I have to say about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. But that'll be the end of the video, and I can go ahead and cross that off my list now. So, till next time, this is WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.